Welcome to this video on forecasting. You can download the exercise workbook to follow along in your own copy of Tableau. Forecasting means using a statistical model to generate predictions for future data based on historical information. It's very easy to build a forecast in Tableau, though there are some constraints we'll cover at the end. All we need is a date and a measure, and then, from the Analytics tab, bring out Forecast. The view will have both the forecast and prediction intervals, the shaded band, by default. If we change the mark type to a circle, the prediction interval becomes whiskers around the point. Tableau uses exponential smoothing to generate a forecast based on the data in the view. Here we have a forecast of shipping cost across the months of ship date. The model selection is automatic, but there are some things that we as the user can adjust. If we want to customize the default forecast, right-click in the view, select Forecast, Forecast Options. Forecast length sets how far in the future the forecast will extend. We could make it exactly 3 months. Source data has a handy option, Ignore Last. This is good to use when a portion of relevant data is missing. For example, if we're aggregating to month but we're partway through the current month, we may want to trim what data is used in the forecast back to the last complete month. By default, Tableau ignores the last unit of aggregation, month, year, etc. The forecast model can be automatic or automatic without seasonality, which leaves everything up to Tableau, or custom. Custom brings up 2 further options: trend, which can be set as none, additive, or multiplicative, and season, with the same options. Unless you have a reason to change these, Tableau's automatic settings usually do very well. Information on additive and multiplicative models can be found in the online help article accessible by clicking this link. The last option is the prediction interval. The shaded area represents the range of values for the forecast with 95% confidence. That is to say, the statistical model thinks there's only a 5% chance the future value will be outside the shaded area. The more precise our confidence, the wider the band will be. Here we have a forecast of sales for various order priorities. If we want to see more information about these forecasts, we can pull up the description. Right-click in the view, go to Forecast, Describe Forecast. There are 2 tabs here. On the Summary tab, we can see the time series and measure used, how far the forecast goes and what date it was based on, including what was ignored, and if there's a seasonal pattern. We also get some additional information about the measure specifically. This table is broken out by the dimensions in the view. I like looking at the contribution by trend and season. 2 order priorities don't seem to have any real seasonality in their historic data, as well as quality, which indicates how well the forecast fits the existing data. The second tab is for the models. Tableau uses Holt-Winters exponential smoothing, and this tab describes the quality metrics and smoothing coefficients used in the model. Again, Tableau will automatically evaluate the data and apply the appropriate model. There is no way to alter the smoothing constants used. For complete explanation of the information found in Describe Forecast, please see the online help article by clicking this link. Forecasting has some requirements. It needs at least 1 date, or a dimension with integer values, and 1 measure. At least 5 data points, and if the data is seasonal, at least 2 seasons worth of data. Forecasting also has some restrictions. Because of the nature of the forecasting models, forecasting cannot be done against a cube, on a view containing table calculations, totals, or subtotals, or on disaggregated measures or dimensions. Tableau can provide a lot of information about the forecast by way of the forecast field results. This feature is easiest to explain by showing it off. Here we have a forecast of profits across order date. If we click on the pill that has been forecasted, indicated by the thick upward arrow, and go to Forecast Results, we see several options. We'll bring a new copy of the forecasted field, profit, to the tooltip. On this pill, open the menu and go to Forecast Results, and we'll pick Precision. We'll click on the tooltip to edit. Here where we have Forecast Precision, we'll insert that value. Now when we hover over a point in the forecast, we get that plus or minus indicating the size of the prediction interval. Another cool thing is this forecast indicator. Here in our timeline, we see the forecasted values in light blue. Let's duplicate this tab as a crosstab. We'll swap our axes, and we'll move Forecast Indicator from columns to color. We can edit our colors to be a bit easier to read. We'll change the estimate to be orange. We can remove things that we don't care about as much. And now this crosstab shows our actual values in blue, and in orange, we get the forecasted value as well as the prediction interval. Thank you for watching this forecasting training video. We invite you to continue with the free training videos to learn more about using Tableau.